Hey, it's Adele from Let's Get Inkie, and today I have a bit of a different video. Today I am starting the 100-day project and I'm really excited, so I wanted to give you a bit of an overview of what I'm doing this year, a recap of what I did last year, and any tips and tricks and things that helped me along the way in completing last year. So the 100-day project, if you haven't heard of it, is there's a website with lots more information than I'll be able to tell you, but essentially it's really simple. You just pick a creative practice, something that you want to do for 100 days, and you do it. That's it. There's no set like prompts or guidelines or anything really apart from that. You can share on any way that you share your things on Facebook, or a lot of people share mainly on Instagram using the hashtag the100day project, and then you can also make a hashtag of your own so that people can find specifically what you're up to, and then at the end of the 100 days you can click on your hashtag and see all of your things in one little nice parcel. So last year was my first year completing the project, and I ended up with this beast. I have several videos over here on this channel. I created three separate little junk journals in my passport sized traveler's notebook, and as you can see, it's exploding. It's a little bright there, but I'll give you a bit of a flip through when I turn the camera around, and it was so much fun. I did skip a few days and probably completed it maybe 2-3 weeks late, but you know, that's life. And I think that's something that I learned from last year, is that I need to have a relaxed approach to it, because if I stress myself out by getting anxious or cranky at myself when I don't do it every single day, then I'll just give up on the project. Because there was a point at about, well, it was probably about a third of the way in, and I went away and skipped about 3 or 4 days, and it just made me not want to do it anymore. So I need to kind of shift my way of thinking and just go about it a bit more casual way. So that was my tip number 1. My tip number 2 is I found it a lot easier when I had a little box of supplies. So you can see, I'll link down below, I filmed a video last year showing the supplies that I was using, and there's also lots of flip throughs. I never did a completed flip through, so let me know if you'd like to see that, of the whole thing, probably just to music, or I can talk if you want to hear a chatty flip through, because every day, I should say what I did. Every day I wrote a letter to my son, who just turned 2 a couple of days ago, and it was really nice because I captured his first steps, and there were a couple of his first flight and our first family holiday. So it was a really nice time to go back and look on those little letters. So this year I'm choosing something a bit different and a lot more open. This year I need something that I can spend 5 minutes on, or if I really want to, I can spend half an hour or even an hour on, but I need something that I can get done quickly and is a bit more flexible. So this year I am working in a sketchbook. So I bought 2 of these Jane Davenport, sorry it's a bit bright, the Jane Davenport 6x9 inch canvas journals, and I've used one of these before, which I'll show you in a moment. And I love the paper. The paper is really crisp and white. It's nice and thick. It takes watercolor really nicely. And the journal that I already have, I've been filming on Patreon only as a color journal. I've been doing lots of things over there with that. And so I wanted to work in another one of those journals, but not the one that I've already started. I wanted a fresh start. So in each of these, there's about 40 double page spreads. So I bought 2. That only gives me 80. So the reason why I didn't buy a third one is that I want to give, like I said, I wanted to give myself a bit more freedom, in that some days I might only do one side of the page, some days I might do a double page spread, who knows, some days I might even do a 4-page spread. who knows? But I can see how I'm traveling further along in the project and see where I'm up to. So it starts on April 2nd, which is today, hopefully, when this video is going up. So you can head over to the 100 Day Project. This isn't sponsored or anything. I just think it's a really cool project to kind of dive in and hone a particular practice that you might want to work on, or a skill or a technique. There is a Facebook group. If you search it, it should pop up with like a rainbowy type icon for the picture. And that's been really fun to see what all people are doing all across the world. Lots of different types of mediums, and it's good because you can find people that are using the same materials or the same theme that you are. I noticed there were quite a few art journaling people on there, so I went ahead and followed a few of them, and I'll be interested to follow them along in the journey. You don't have to post every day. There are no rules. It's completely up to you. Last year I posted every day, and that in itself became a little stressful, and even more stressful than getting the actual making of the letter a day done. So I'm not sure if I'll post every day. I might do maybe every couple of days and use the carousel feature on Instagram, where you can do multiple images. But last year's hashtag was Adele does 100 Inkie days, if you want to see all of the pages from last year. Haven't thought of a hashtag yet. It'll come to me because I've got to test and see. I've got a couple in my head, but I've got to see if someone's already using it, because I don't want someone else to use the same hashtag. But I'll let you know as soon as I do it. You'll be able to see it on my Inkie Quill Instagram anyway. But I'm really excited, so I'm going to show you a couple of inspiration, kind of the style that I'm going for. I've got some art books that I'm using some of the ideas of just how my layout's going to be. They're not going to be art journal pages. It's more of like a artist's sketchbook, swatches, writing, doodles kind of feel. I think that's the best way to describe it. Alright, so I thought I'd give you a quick look of what I did last year to give you an idea of the scale of what I was doing each day. So each day I would write one of these letters. Sometimes it would be a single page, sometimes it would be a double page, and I either hand wrote or used my electric typewriter to write a little letter. And looking back, like this one, he learned how to say goodbye. Here are his first steps, his first sleepover away from us, and it was just really fun to have a little play with some mixed media and use up some little DIY embellishments I had made and stickers and things. So if you'd like a full flip through of my whole 100 Day project from last year, please do let me know. And if you'd like it chatty or just music or both, because it was an undertaking, and as you can see, it's bursting from the seams, but it'll be something nice to pass on to Archie once he's much older and can look back on it. So that's that one. So a lot of the pages might have a similar style. So one of my favorite pages actually is that one that and I'm not going to be able to find it, this one. I really like the look of the mixed media on this side with quite a plain background and then some handwriting as well. I really love this spread, so I might do some pages similar to that. So this is my colour journal that I've been filming process videos over on Patreon, and I really like the vibe of this spread. So a little bit of hand-drawn doodling, some journaling. I might include, you know how sometimes you're reading Facebook or scrolling through Instagram and you come across really random facts and things? I think that would be really fun to incorporate in here. I also want to do some paint swatches and pages like this where I just stick in some magazine images. This has been a really fun book to work in, so if you do want to see more of this, it's over on Patreon. So that's kind of the feel that I'm going for. These are some of the books that I'm using for inspiration. This one's actually Aaron's, and Aaron and I have recorded a book haul. So there'll be part of it on my channel and then his books over on his Inkie Beard channel. And so that's coming out, I think, in May. So keep your eyes peeled for that. So here's a bit of a sneak peek of some of the books that we got. I really like the, I don't know, I just love the graph paper and kind of the handwriting, a little bit of combination of doodling and then some watercolor. So I'm leaving it open. Some days I might just brush letter a quote. Other days I might draw an elaborate map. I love maps. So this book has been an incredible addition to my art book stash. So I might draw some little maps of some significant places to me. I also love the style of this book, which has like this handwriting, sorry, not hand-drawn, with like little subheadings and little doodled pictures. So that's kind of the feel that I'm going for. I also rediscovered this one from my stash. I'd forgotten about this one, and it's all about children's books. So although I won't be illustrating elaborate pictures like this on my journal pages, I really like some of the layouts, like this page that just has all of these little boxes. I could do the same thing, separate my page into boxes, and I could do people, or I could do something like flowers and make it more in my own style. So just some of like the composition of my pages. I'm hoping to get some ideas from here. Danny Gregory is a fabulous person for artist Sketchbook Inspiration. Pretty sure he has a YouTube channel as well. And this is a book where it's a whole host of artists and their sketchbooks and things that they do in there. So lots of different styles to try from, and I love this. Love that. So it'll be fun to give some different styles a go, because I do have my set way of doing art journal pages, and it'll be nice to branch out and try some new things. This is one of my favorite books of all time. It is called The Art of Looking Sideways by Alan, some name that starts with F-L-E-I. Have it in here. No, it doesn't. As you can see, my bunny rabbits got to my book, so I've had to masking tape my spine together. Oh, missed a phone. But it's an amazing book if you just want a book full of strange, not strange, but random information. So this is all about symmetries, and there's things about artists, there's things about different theories. It's an incredible, sorry you can't see it all. I started reading it from front to cover and I got up to here, but it really is an incredible book, and I think this one will be one that I do get a lot of just motivation to do my journal, because each page is so different in the way that it's set out. But I might also find some strange information that I want to copy into my journal, and of course reference where I got it from. But this journal is just for my own personal use, to to enjoy and flick through. So if I find fun facts to put in, I think that would be fun. But I love this book, and I highly recommend, if you just want a bit of an arty inspiration and you like kind of not weird but graphic designy bold art choices. So they're the inspiration. And then as for supplies, I haven't put together a kit yet, but I do plan on using my little Jane Davenport watercolors, because I know they work really well in this journal. I will probably use my Pilot G2 pen, and possibly also my food ball, and then a combination of markers. I'll probably just bring out my paint markers container, which has all of my Posca paint pens. I might also grab, wherever it may be, my brush markers, which are mainly these Artline sticks, and my Tombow dual brush markers, And then it depends on the day. Some days I might grab a glue stick and a magazine. Some days I might grab like a few collage elements that I've got sitting around. For this one, there's not so much as a kit as just a few key materials, and because I'm still filming, I'm still making stuff over the next 100 days, I can't quite put it together in a kit because I still use these every week. So the plan is to just make it simple and just grab a couple of things. So one day I might just grab this palette, a couple of pens, and you know, go. And of course a paintbrush and water. But that's the plan. So please let me know if you would like updates over here on YouTube, if you would like to see the occasional, maybe 1 or 2, 3 process videos throughout the 100 days. And because I did that last time, I did some catch-up ones. But I'm really excited to get started and just to have fun. I've just come off doing an epic. In February I did some couch scrapping where I put myself together a couch scrapping kit of supplies, and I ended up completing 80, was it 80 or 79? About 80 pages of project life in the month of February. Not all photos from the month of February, they were from last year, but I caught up on 80 pages, and it kind of refreshed the idea of doing a more regular creative practice rather than blocking out entire days, but just taking a, you know, half hour here to focus on doing some fun things. All right, peeps, I'm going to head off and start my first day. There's so many things I could do on the first page. Don't get nervous about the first day, just jump in and do it. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video very soon. Let me know if there's any questions down below too. Bye.